Okay, a very retarded video on the internet. Boy, that isn't new. But I'm just gonna respond to it anyways. A video, but I think about this, some dipshit vegan that tries to refute Paul's ego's statements. It's just like everything is just straw manning ad hominems and just purely just stupid. Makes a comparison with babies and cows. You'll see in a minute. So let's start with this. Video's taking long to load. Give me a sec. God, my computer's acting retarded.
Oi, cockhead! Oi, cockhead! Why the fuck are you so dumb?
So as you can see, we already begin with the first ad hominem. This should be good.
You're not gonna stop humans from eating meat. It's a biological drive in humanity. Yeah, Paul, biologically driving yourself to the supermarket to buy yourself some conveniently prepared meat products. Instinctive as
Even though that's not really what he meant, but sure, let's just strawman his arguments. Why don't we? Jesus Christ.
sunglasses in a pitch black room. You absolute donkey. I didn't realize it.
Why the fuck are you wearing a shirt that has a hole in it in the middle of the fucking woods? You're an idiot.
Capable of fucking consent. Like, how have we gone this long and nobody's talked to the cows? Are you trying to postulate that since a cow is incapable of speaking a human language, it's therefore morally justifiable to sexually assault the cow? Human babies can't effectively communicate either. Does that obligate rapists to rape babies? No. Rape or sexual assault is determined by the absence of...
Okay. I don't know if you know this, you dumb idiot, but you do realize there's differences between a baby and a cow, right? Right? A baby, when it cries, whenever it throws a temper tantrum, you can more likely tell why it's crying. I mean, if you're anyone who's a parent should know this, or anybody who's an uncle or whatever. When the baby's crying, it's a form of communication. Why? Because when you go up to the baby, What am I talking about? When you go to the baby's need, you kind of figure out, very quickly whether it wants food, whether it's hungry, whether it needs milk, whether it just wants something to make it happy. All these things you can figure out. Like for instance, if the baby's crying a lot, and either two things, let's just bring up two examples. One, babies really get uncomfortable when when they have lots of shit in their Pampers, and they just don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable, and when they start crying, you go up to them, you go up to he or she, the baby, and you figure out why you're crying. You go and check. And once you're done figuring out, oh, it's probably because I didn't change the diaper. You check the diaper. Oh, there we go. So that's why. When the baby, and it's not only crying. Um, there's lots of forms a baby can communicate with you. For instance, like there are times where a baby has a pointed interest in looking at something, wants to touch it. You look at it and the baby looks at you, uh, to try to reach for it. They're like, oh, okay. Like, let's just say a pretty flower of a drawing of a pretty flower. Wants to look at it, wants to touch it. I'm like, okay. Basically, you can already tell the communications right there. I can go hours upon hours explaining this, but this should be common sense by now. I don't know why people like you are trying to compare apples to oranges when it comes to this type of stuff. And I know there's gonna be lots of brainwashed cult members of this guy's fan base trying to say that everything that I'm saying is bullshit. But for anyone who's actually watching this video who is not letting their ideology, you know, fuck, what is that word? Cloud their mind, then you should know that there are different variations of how a baby can communicate with you. Many variations. Now, let's look at a cow. And I've seen cows before in person, so I went to farms. Um, Cows can't you just they walk around. I literally just see them walk around. I just trying to figure out what it wants. You don't know when a cow just cries and whatever's or whatever. You you don't know what's going on with it. At least with a baby, you can tell like, oh, it's crying. Oh, maybe it's hungry. Get the milk bottle. The baby, if it's just having a pamper that's completely shitted on and filled with, and you have to change it. Yeah, that's another form of communication. So you can't really tell whether a cow is upset or not or what it wants really. Baby, when it's like wants to look at something, like I said before, of a point of interest, like, oh, I want to touch this cute little toy. Wants to reach for it, but you can't because you're probably holding her, or probably the baby, he or she, is in a farther place where it can't reach it, like probably sitting down and in the stroller or whatever, or in the crib, and you kind of see the communications right there, and you're probably, oh, maybe that wants a toy. The baby's looking at the toy. I'm like, and then it's looking at you. I'm like, oh, okay, I think the baby's trying to tell me something here. Get the toy, and the baby's happy. With a cow, you really can't tell what the cow wants. You look at a cow. What does it want? Is it time for feeding? Is it time for the cow to start, getting hungry? I mean, that's practically the only communication. When the cow's hungry. Oh, we gotta get all these cows together. They're starting to get hungry and put them in this ranch, where they're all in a circle together, and they just eat grass. Or that's mainly what they do. And also, that's about it. You can't tell where a cow is feeling pain or not. There is no possible way for a cow to have consent. There just isn't. But a baby does. I mean, that was just such a stupid comparison, man. How can you make such a dumb comparison? Moving on.
Consent, not how capable the victim is of giving consent. Seriously, though, Paul, you're just a fucking stupid, fat, ignorant fool who chooses to have.
What was it about what Paul said that you didn't like? I mean, this video has just been ad hominem strawmans and stupid comparisons. It didn't say shit. Let's go on.
Animals unnecessarily suffering and the planet unnecessarily destroyed, rather than simply changing your food choices. You told the vigilant Christian to get a fucking grip on reality. Mario, get a fucking grip on reality, dude. Maybe you should
Probably because he was just saying stupid shit about how not to take medication, how Christianity is the best way for some crazy dumb bullshit that he made up, trying to have trying to come up with an argument to why not take medication, and that is just ridiculous. You don't take medication. Christianity is the best form of medication. That's basically how he implied everything in that argument. He had a reason why to tell him that. You're just making up bullshit, and everything you're saying is just coming out of your ass. And by the way, nice way uh, using emotional pandering to manipulate your audience feelings instead of actually coming up with a critical argument to counter what Paul's ego is saying. You are stupid. I'm sorry.
Instead of taking some of your own advice, because the only thing that you've got a grip on is pure blissful ignorance. Cockhead.
Wow, that was stupid. By the way, Paul's ego said more about this particular subject, about whether cows having consent or not. You can go to that episode and it's skip to that part and you'll see what he was saying. You can check it out if you want. I can't remember the specific link, but just go over there. If you go to that episode, you'll see that he has more to talk about it. You see that he has more to talk about on that subject of matter. On that subject matter. That subject matter. So, in short, this video had nothing. Absolutely nothing. Strawmans, ad hominems, and emotional pandering. That's it. And stupid comparison between babies and cows. You're an idiot. Dude, never make another video like that again. Please. It's cancer and it's just cancerous. No. Please, just stop making videos in general. I honestly think he only took this opportunity to attack Paul's ego just for attention. Because you can literally go through his entire YouTube channel. It's just full of popular YouTubers who he's attacking. The difference is between you and TJ and others that they don't have to attack people who are only popular. They even attack people who are, have a low subscriber base. You like to straw man what people say, like Nate talks to you, making an incredibly short video instead of actually making a long video, which you don't have to, but at least it gives people an insight of what you are actually trying to say instead of some fast ass. How long was this video? A minute and 18 seconds. Like, seriously, dude, a minute and a half videos that you make just like talking shit, straw manning. You don't really do anything, dude. You're a liar. You are a manipulator, and you're also deeply just riddled. No. Just you're just so just into the hole of deep into the hole, and you're just stuck there of your ideology of veganism. You had nothing, dude. You had no arguments whatsoever. You called him a cockhead, mocked him for being fat, and on top of all that, you strawman him, and you made a stupid comparison. You're dumb, dude. Just don't make another video like that again. Oh, and by the way, to all the vegans out there who are gonna try to literally just shit on the entire comment section saying that, and literally just shame me for eating meat and how I'm a bastard and a piece of shit. This is the only thing I have to say about that.